This is WWE's Jerry the King Lawler, and Mountain Empire, this is your wrestling.
Good evening and welcome to a brand new edition of Southern States Wrestling. I'm your host, Dakota Booth. On tonight's program, we're going to crown a new Southern States champion, and we're going to get to see a Ladies Grudge Match between Misty James and Rebecca Lynn. Also, don't forget this Friday, May 16th, at the Gray Community Center next to the Gray Volunteer Fire Department at 8 p.m., Southern States Wrestling cameras will be there. So bring the family out. There's going to be limited seating, and we ask that you bring a canned food item to donate to the food pantry. Let's jump right into the action.
The bell is rung and we're underway with this challenge right here from Rebecca Lynn for Misty James. These two have had some bad blood in the past, and it looks like it's all coming to a head right now.
Tell you what, these girls are fighting tooth and nail. You'd think the title was on the line in this contest, as much as animosity and as much as they're bringing to it, but hey, it's plain and simple. You know, Misty's got to go through a couple of challenges to get her title back, and Rebecca Lynn is double tough, no doubt about that.
And Joe, when you've got two competitors that really just dislike each other as much as these two do, every match, pride is the championship belt that they're fighting for. Those bragging rights mean the world to these competitors, so this match really is kind of like a championship fight to each of these competitors right here.
No doubt about that, and Misty, of course, she has been so focused ever since she lost that title. She has been so focused on one thing and one thing alone, and that is regaining her Southern States Wrestling Ladies title. And it's like she said at ringside, if that means she's got to go through people to get it, then she'll do it. She'll do whatever it takes. And Rebecca Lynn right there with a hard forearm right there, dropping Misty, and Rebecca's a double tough competitor, and these two are very well acclimated. They have wrestled against each other many, many times in many, many places, and Rebecca has come back to try to stop Misty from getting that belt.
The referee's having to do some work tonight on reminding the competitors of the rules, especially Rebecca Lynn right here, specifically in this match, using whatever she can to just choke Misty James, and using the ropes to her advantage right there.
Misty pulling herself up now. Rebecca's got a handful of hair, takes her face first into that turnbuckle. Rebecca Lynn now staying focused on Misty James here. And she's definitely got her in trouble over there in the corner. Oh, and a hard chop right there. That echoed throughout the entire building.
And Rebecca Lynn waiting until it's quiet again to deliver another chop to the chest of Misty James. And Misty James reverses that one and delivers a chop of her own. And a second one with a big hip toss right in the middle of the ring. Misty James has a few minutes to rest now as she's been able to fight back during this contest.
Both girls are stunned and staggered here at this point in time, but they are not stopping. Misty's got Rebecca over in the corner now. Irish whip across the near side, and she's coming across. Caught her with a big clothesline right there, and that dropped Rebecca down. Now Misty's going to pull her out, work on those legs a little bit. Oh! In for a cover, and got a 2 count only. Rebecca grabbed that bottom rope. That's all part of that ring presence, knowing where you are in the ring at all times.
And that's what really separates the good competitors from the great competitors, is those intangible qualities that some have and some just don't have. Big double clothesline right there. We've got both girls down in the middle of the ring.
Referee's laying the count on. Both girls are down, stunned and staggered. Fans, we're glad you're tuned in, turned on, and checking out Southern States Wrestling. No matter how or where you may be joining us, be sure to join us on May the 10th May the 10th, Rogersville, Tennessee at the National Guard Armory for our Spring Spectacular. All the titles will be on the line May the 10th in Rogersville. Be sure to join us for that. Oh, Rebecca caught Misty right there with a hard forearm, staggered her back into that corner, and now she is going to work on her. Couple of hard shots, now blatant chokehold. Referee's having to get in there and break that up. Oh, and there went the referee. Now Misty's going to bring the ref up. And a big body slam on the ref.
And both competitors look like they might be teaming up on the ref. The referee has called the match due to a disqualification. And both girls kind of teaming up right here on the referees. You kind of feel bad for him, even though he's in there with two girls. Both of these girls are tough, and they know exactly what they're doing when they're trying to hurt somebody, and that's definitely what's trying to happen right now.
Misty brings her focus back to Rebecca, but I think she's done at this point.
I have a feeling that the feud between those two girls is far from over, and we'll just have to see what happens this Friday, May 16th at the Gray Community Center when both of those girls will be in the same building again. Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the ever-popular DeAndre Jackson.
Ray Otto, I know you've been SSW champion before, but you ain't never had somebody as cool as me in your face. Tonight, I'm taking that belt home with me. This is 250 pounds. What you see is what you get. What you haven't seen is better yet, baby.
Calvary Baptist Church, 1238 Pine Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. Regular schedule of services: Sunday, 9:15 a.m. for Bible study fellowship class for all ages. 10:30 a.m. worship. 6 p.m. blast for children, wake for youth. Sunday night life for adults. Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. children and youth activities. 3D Bible study for adults.
If you are part of a non-profit organization, listen to this. You now have the opportunity to bring the wrestling TV stars to your town and make money for your group. Over the past 2 decades, Southern States Wrestling has helped raise money for church groups, schools, ball teams, volunteer fire departments, children's hospitals, Ronald McDonald House, scout troops, and many more. Our staff is waiting to hear from you and get started on what could be your biggest fundraiser to date. Southern States Wrestling and your group are the perfect tag team to raise the funds you need.
The TV stars of Southern States Wrestling are coming to a town near you. Friday night, May 30th. St. Paul, Virginia. Free admission. Clinch River Days. The Iron Cross. Joe Briggs, Jake Booth, and more in St. Paul. Saturday, May 24th. Recreation Center, Harrisburg, Virginia. A fundraiser for the Relay for Life. Misty James, Stan Lee, Scott Sterling, Frank Parker, Jake Booth, and a whole lot more in Harrisburg, Virginia. Just added, Friday, May 16th, Gray, Tennessee at the Community Center, next to the Gray Volunteer Fire Department. Television taping for Southern States Wrestling's Power Half Hour. Limited seating, all seats only $7. Please bring a can of food for the Gray Food Pantry. That's Southern States Wrestling television taping Friday, May 16th, 8 p.m., Community Center, Gray, Tennessee, next door to the Gray Volunteer Fire Department. Limited seating. Get there early. Be there.
Welcome back to Southern States Wrestling. I want to remind you one more time about this huge event Southern States Wrestling is having this Friday, May 16th in Gray, Tennessee at the Gray Community Center right next to the Gray Volunteer Fire Department. There's going to be limited seating, but tickets are only $7. And we do ask that you bring a canned food item to donate to the food pantry they have there at the community center. One star that's going to be shining bright in Gray, Tennessee this Friday night is DeAndre Jackson. So let's take a look at some of the work he's been putting in here at Southern States Wrestling.
Born and raised in Spartanburg, South Carolina, now residing in Orangeburg, South Carolina, with a sports background including football, amateur wrestling, and basketball. After extensive training with veteran Carolina wrestler Chief J. Eagle, DeAndre Jackson has been wrestling professionally for 5 years. In his short 5-year career, DeAndre has competed in the ring across Georgia, North and South Carolina, Tennessee, and Eastern Canada, already holding 3 impressive championships in his short career. The APEW Tag Team titles in South Carolina, the OSCW Tag Team titles also in South Carolina, and the Tennessee Heavyweight Championship. Mr. Jackson has set his immediate goals on winning either the Southern States Heavyweight title or the Southern States Tag Team title. He has long-term goals of wrestling internationally in such places as Japan and the United Kingdom. He is also chasing his childhood dream of being employed by one of the 2 national wrestling promotions and being a cable television star. DeAndre notes that his biggest supporter and biggest fan is his mother, and he sets out every day to make her proud. DeAndre is a proud graduate of South Carolina State University of Orangeburg, where he holds a Bachelor's of Science degree in elementary education. When away from the ring, his hobbies include watching sports on television, training in the gym, learning and studying from veteran wrestlers, social media, and anything dealing with technology. DeAndre Jackson is considered one of the top young stars in professional wrestling competing in the southeastern United States. A fan favorite everywhere he goes, DeAndre encourages the fans to come over and speak to him before and after the matches, and follow him on the World Wide Web.
Whatever kind of moves he can to get Kyle Kool down on the ground, leave some headbutts directly to the head, big 2 elbow to the back.
Got to cover, 2 count only on it. Man, I tell you what, DeAndre was reminding me of the Junkyard Dog right there, using that running headbutt like that. God rest his soul. God rest his soul. Good old Junkyard Dog right there. Never forget him. DeAndre, a couple forearms there on Kyle Kool. You can tell this match is definitely taking a lot of steam out of both the guys at this point in time. Reversal right there. Oh, DeAndre tried for a leapfrog. Belly to back suplex there by Kyle Kool. This could do it. He's over. Got the cover. Only a 2 count again.
And if either man wants to win this match, he's got to hurry up and do it quick.
There are less than 2 minutes left in the contest.
Kyle Kool up to his feet, sizing up DeAndre Jackson. Goes to grab him. Doesn't happen. DeAndre Jackson with a roll-up pin. Only a 2 count.
We got about a minute and a half roughly left in the contest for the time limit.
Small package roll-up by DeAndre Jackson. Only a 2 count. Kyle Kool tries one of his own. DeAndre Jackson also breaks out of that pin.
These guys know this match is coming right down to the wire here. And both of them know that a victory is a huge thing. Oklahoma roll, got a 2 count only.
There's 1 minute. 1 minute left in the contest. 1 minute.
DeAndre Jackson and Kyle Kool, both men on their knees trading punches, exhausting every bit of energy they have left.
These Warriors have put it out there for nearly 15 minutes now. There's 30 seconds or so left in the match now.
Big elbow there by DeAndre Jackson.
30 seconds. 30 seconds remain.
Big splash there by DeAndre Jackson. If he can get a pin right here, this could be it.
$15 seconds.
DeAndre Jackson going up to the second rope.
10.
Big splash off the second rope. He's got to hurry and get a pin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has ruled this contest a time limit draw.
You know, it's been a long time since I had the Southern States heavyweight title. It's been about 2 years. Tonight, I get my chance one more time to get in the ring with Kyle Kool. This will be the night that Kyle Kool goes down and I regain what's rightfully mine.
Attention Mountain Empire. Do you have a business, website, products, or an event to promote? Let us help you reach the masses with TV and internet ads. For just a few dollars a week, we offer commercial spots on Southern States Wrestling, reaching over 150,000 homes in the Mountain Empire and the world with YouTube. Don't wait. Jump on this opportunity now to reach a large audience for an affordable price. Email sswking@aol.com for all the info. Advertising packages you cannot afford to pass up.
With the economy changing almost daily and not always for the best, let Hassie'sKitchenTable.com keep your food budget under control. Leave the work up to us as we find inexpensive recipes, cooking, and shopping tips. You will soon have all the tips, ideas, recipes you need to feed your family well on a budget and have fun while doing it.
The TV stars of Southern States Wrestling are coming to a town near you. Friday night, May 30th. St. Paul, Virginia. Free admission. Clinch River Days. The Iron Cross. Joe Briggs, Jake Booth, and more in St. Paul. Saturday, May 24th. Recreation Center, Harrisburg, Virginia. A fundraiser for the Relay for Life. Misty James, Stan Lee, Scott Sterling, Frank Parker, Jake Booth, and a whole lot more in Harrisburg, Virginia. Just added, Friday, May 16th, Gray, Tennessee at the Community Center, next to the Gray Volunteer Fire Department. Television taping for Southern States Wrestling's Power Half Hour. Limited seating. All seats only $7. Please bring a can of food for the Gray Food Pantry. That's Southern States Wrestling television taping Friday, May 16th, 8 p.m. Community Center, Gray, Tennessee, next door to the Gray Volunteer Fire Department. Limited seating. Get there early. Be there.
Welcome back and thank you for tuning in to Southern States Wrestling. Last week we saw Kyle Kool get to the finals of this Southern States title tournament by buying his victory against Crunch, and we saw Ray Idol get to this championship round with a little bit of help from Bo James. And it's time to see which one of these stars will be crowned the new Southern States champion right here in our main event.
All right, bell's gone. Match is underway here as we've got Kyle Kool taking on Ray Idol in this contest to determine a new Southern States Wrestling heavyweight champion. And I tell you what, either one of these guys will make a great champion, and both of them are very double tough. Kyle Kool's trying to pay Ray Idol off. Look at that, Dakota. He's trying to pay him off.
And it looks like Ray Idol's taking the money. I'm not real sure what to think about this. Oh, Ray Idol took the money and got a free punch in. Looks like he's not going to be as easy to defeat as Crunch was in the last match for Kyle Kool.
Ray Idol's not going to take a payday like that. He wants to win it and win it in a respectable fashion. Big power slam right there. Almost had him, Dakota.
I think Ray Idol, just like the rest of us, will take that payday any day, but I don't think he's going to give up a chance at holding that title much easy as he'll take that cash.
Kyle Kool now in a side headlock position, feeling the vice grips of those huge arms of the powerhouse Ray Idol. As Idol now whipped into the ropes here by Kyle Kool. Big shoulder block by the powerhouse coming off there. Ray Idol's in position, waiting on him, pulls him right back into that side headlock, snatches him over with a side headlock takeover. Referee got a 2 count out of that. And of course, we have talked about this before, but bring the fans up to speed. Of course, Eric Darkstorm had to be stripped of the Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Championship for non-compliance to the Board of Directors and the Championship Committee. He missed 2 dates, missed 2 matches, and thus was stripped of the title. That's why we're here in this situation right now with Ray Idol, Kyle Kool, and the winner will be our new Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. So a lot is on the line in this matchup here this week.
Ray Idol with a big leg drop to the arm of Kyle Kool, and that's where he's focusing all of his energy and all of his time in this match. Backs him into the corner, Irish whip into the other corner. Big running start, and he misses, lands it right on the turnbuckle.
Almost hit his head on that steel ring post there, Dakota. Very, very close, as Ray Idol is definitely in trouble here. Kyle Kool now, nicely executed standing vertical suplex there. As Kyle Kool from West Hollywood, California, in for a cover and got a 2 count. And Kyle Kool has made quite an impact in his short time here in Southern States Wrestling. Kyle Kool using a blatant chokehold there on Ray Idol as the referee is admonishing him for his tactics. Kool now with a big boot on the powerhouse Ray Idol. Of course, Ray Idol joined alliances here with Bo James and Jake Booth. Try to fend off the Frank Parker and Scott Sterling. Of course, their new man in their trio is Joe Briggs, the TV champion. A lot of animosity has been coming to a head here in Southern States Wrestling. Things are just going to heat up as we get into the summertime.
Absolutely. As we see Kyle Kool using the ropes to choke Ray Idol. He gets him with a big running leg as he's still in the choking position on that middle rope. Kyle Kool has Ray Idol in a bad spot right now.
Fans, don't forget to join us on Saturday, May the 23rd. We'll be in Pearisburg, Virginia at the Recreation Center. It's a huge fundraiser for the Relay for Life. That's Saturday, May 23rd in Pearisburg, Virginia. Kyle Kool continuing to take care of business in the contest here against Ray Idol. But Ray caught him right there coming in. Caught him with a second one. And just that fast, Kyle Kool, he is trying to build some momentum, Dakota, but it's not working out too well.
Kyle Kool's got Ray Idol backed into a corner. This is a bad spot for Ray Idol. Ray Idol reverses the Irish whip. Sends Kyle Kool into the corner. He hits him with a big body splash. Ray Idol just pushes Kyle Kool straight to the ground. Looks like he's going for a pin here. And now he's got something a little bit more destructive in mind. Climbing up to the second rope. Ray Idol looking for something big right here. The big flying elbow off the middle rope. Covers Kyle Kool for the pin and just a 2 count. Kyle Kool holding on with what little energy he has left.
Both men trying to make their way back to the vertical base. Kyle Kool now. Snapmare takeover there by Kyle Kool on Ray Idol. He's got Ray in a reverse chinlock position. Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Championship hanging in the balance in this contest. So we're going to crown a new champion here. It's a matter of time. Kyle Kool definitely has got Ray Idol in a lot of trouble. And of course, Ray Idol has held that championship before. If his arm drops the 3rd time here, the match is over. And Ray Idol still has some fire left in him, Dakota. He's still got some fight.
Absolutely, we have not seen the last of Ray Idol in this match as he works his way back up to his feet. Hitting Kyle Kool with a couple elbows to the midsection. Big right hand to the face. Another big right hand to the face. Got it backed into a corner. Showing the ref his open hand. And just blatantly smacks Kyle Kool right in the face.
All Irish whip got reversed again. Look out! Oh, the referee was in the wrong place right there. The referee just got taken out. Both Kool and Idol are still on their feet, but the referee is down, and we need another official out here because this referee looks to be seriously hurt at this point. Oh, Ray Idol just drilled Kyle Kool. This could do it. He's in for a cover. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You could count that all day.
But unfortunately, Ray Idol isn't the referee, and he can't referee himself. So he's trying to get the referee up right now so he can win this match while Kyle Kool is still down on the ground. It looks like Kyle Kool is starting to come to. So he's working his way, trying to work his way back up to his feet. Gets him up. Ray Idol.
Kyle Kool about got him right there with that roll up.
Looked like Kyle Kool kind of ran out of room while he was in the corner right there.
Kyle Kool bringing Ray Idol back up to a vertical base. Takes his man into the ropes now. Irish whip across. Ray ducked under that one. Caught him with a kick right there. Oh, and the referee got taken out again. Idol. He's trying to cover Kool. And
oh, here comes Frank Parker to the ring. Who knows what he's ruining. Oh, and Jake Booth to the rescue. He's pulling Frank Parker out of that ring. He's not going to let Frank Parker ruin Ray Idol's heavyweight championship fight. And these two are just going at it ringside. Jake Booth and Frank Parker. And here comes Scott Sterling. Oh, this doesn't look good. Scott Sterling getting in the ring and hits Ray Idol right over the head with that tag team championship belt. Jake Booth is fending off Frank Parker best he can.
It looks like the referee's getting in position. Kyle Kool's getting in position. Don't let the title change this way.
Jake Booth's too worried about Frank Parker and Scott Sterling to realize what's happened to Ray Idol in the ring. There's a 3 count. Kyle Kool is your new Southern States Wrestling heavyweight champion.
Unbelievable.
By means of some dirty, dirty work by the Cripplers, Scott Sterling and Frank Parker.
Well, there you see it, fans.
Kyle Kool.
Wrestling fans, Joe Wheeler here in the locker room area, waiting on the new Southern States Wrestling heavyweight champion, Kyle Kool, and there he is right there.
Yeah, that's right, baby. Yeah.
The celebration is going on here.
Right here, baby. Mm-hmm.
Huge victory there, Kyle Kool, defeating Ray Idol, capturing that heavyweight championship.
Hey, just like Caesar, baby, I came, I saw, and I conquered. That's right. And there's a lot of history with this belt. There's been a lot of great champions. But the Kyle Kool era is here. And you're looking at the future of SSW Wrestling.
There you have it, wrestling fans. Brand new heavyweight champion. And of course, his entourage was right there helping him at ringside. But be that as it may, we've got a new champion right here in Kyle Kool.
That's cool, baby. That's cool, baby.
There we see Ray Idol coming up just short of taking home that Southern States title. But next week, he and Jake Booth are going to get a shot at the tag team titles as they take on the Cripplers. Also in next week's program, we're going to see our TV champion Joe Briggs in action defending his title. So be sure to tune in next week, and don't forget to join us this Friday, May 16th, at the Gray Community Center right next to the Gray Volunteer Fire Department. Also be sure to get there early as seats are limited and tickets are only $7 at the door. We also ask that you bring 1 canned food item to donate to the food pantry. So until next week, or Friday, stay classy, Mountain Empire.